Hey, Dustin Heiner here with Income Builder and Master Passive Income, and I'm pumped to share with you the Deal Analyzer. We have 3 Deal Analyzers to walk you through. Let's go through it. Now, if in the dashboard, which is where you start, this is the opening page. You got a dashboard with everything you're doing here, overview of everything. Let's jump into the Deal Analyzer. So on the left-hand side, click that button. Deal Analyzer, you can see we already have some sample properties put in here. But let's go ahead and start analyzing a new property. If you click New Analysis at top right, you'll see you have 3 different calculators. These are amazing calculators. First one's long-term. If you're going to be investing long-term for 12 months rentals, this is perfect for that. Mid-term, short-term, more expenses. So we have another calculator for that. And if you're going to be flipping properties, we have that calculator for you as well. Let's go into the first one, long-term rental. Now, what's great is everything is going to be pretty much pre-filled in for you. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give it an address that I know I want to give it. Let's see, we're going to have this one. Already looked this, boom, and look, it pops up. So when you type it in, it grabs the database from the post office and pre-fills everything in for you. Then it goes to work. Now, a couple of things you got to give it because, you know, the purchase price, how much you're going to buy it for. So let's say I'm going to buy it for $120,000. And it's probably fair market value is $145,000. Yes, I already looked up this property. And everything's pretty much filled in. You adjust as you need. So down payment, you could do 10%, 5%, whatever you think's best, but we'll do the average 20% for an investment property. Closing cost, $2,400. We pre-fill in a lot of these things and we tell you why. So typical is 2 to 5%. Interest rate, let's say I know I'm going to get a 6.5. I already talked to my loan broker. There we go. And click next. And well, before we do that, you can see on the right-hand side, a live analysis. So you can see how things change because I've, $577 in cash flow. That's pretty good. But if I want to drop it, let's say if I put an offer for $100,000, then you could see it changes. It jumps up. So we do a live analysis because we want you to build income, not just invest for appreciation. This is going to be money you're making every single month. So we pre-fill in the taxes as an estimate. You're going to have to do your own due diligence, but average Alabama, where the city is, it's 0.41%. So we have this as being your pre-filled in taxes, but you need to verify that. Insurance per year, we average or estimate what this would be. You have to fill it in yourself. Everything you have to just verify, make sure it's right. Rehab costs, I know it's going to cost about $5,000, for example. And maintenance, I think maintenance might be a little low. Let's bump it up just a little bit. Very, very fast to go through this. Now, here's an amazing thing. We worked with the HUD, the government, Fair Market Housing Rents, and we pull in that data for this area. And as you change it, like right now, this is a 3-bedroom, but let's put it as a 2-bedroom. Well, it adjusts. Now, don't take this as gospel. You need to do your own due diligence. Make sure you know your property manager is giving you right information. So we go up, it could be $1,800. Now, 3-bedroom for this area, it's about that. But you know what? We talked to our property managers, for example, and they said the most we can get is $425. Okay, that's great information. Vacancy factor, probably fine, but let's bump it up to 6%. Property management fee, 10%. Perfect. Then save. That's it. Now, you could do so many properties so fast, and they will be inside your deal analysis when we'll just get there in just a second. But let me walk you through what you're looking at. So, very top, you're going to see we have an income builder score. The income builder score is us as real estate investors. We want to have a score to see if it's a good property or not. And then we have green light and red lights. You can see all these right here, these greens. Well, if it doesn't fit, then it's going to be red. Let me actually share with you what a red is going to look like. I'm going to adjust this purchase price to $150,000. So it's $5,000 more than the market value. And then it's going to see, oh man, our cash flow is down. So now it's a red light. It doesn't meet that criteria. We're not making the cash flow. And we're not capturing equity, which is bad and does not meet the 1% rule. So you're seeing how in real time, it's going to tell you exactly what you need to do. And you can see a fair score. This is a 53. Like this is not the best. And so we would say we would want to adjust it. Now I'm going to go back here on the fly and change this. I'm going to buy it for $105,000. We get under contract. That's the most we want. Boom. Cash flow, or cash needed, very low. Cash flow, $498, almost $500 a month. And you capture equity right when you buy it. Now, here's an amazing thing. If you're analyzing it, you want to upload documents, like if you have another analysis or if you have an inspection, you upload, which this saves us per property when you put it in your portfolio, add in your notes. But here's an amazing thing. You want to then share this with somebody else. You click view report. Well, this is a full report. That was just a breakdown overview, but now you have this report, this investment report. You have so much data in here that's going to blow your mind. Remember when you have everything at the very top, like a summary, quick summary, executive summary. You have your cash needed, your income summary, your total monthly expenses, cash flow, equity capture, cap rate, 1% roll, cash flow. Like you have, I'm going a little too fast, but you're going to see this. This is all in there for you. All the numbers are already broken down for you. Let me give you one more amazing thing. If you click this share button, what you're going to get is a link to this deal. You can see this link, and we are going to copy that link. Now, you could send this to anybody. They don't actually need an income builder account, and you copy and you paste it. So you send that link to them, and they can click on a free trial, but it's loading your entire report. It has your entire report that you just saw, which is all of this right here. They get to analyze this. So if you're trying to get private money, you're going to have a private money lender. You're going to send this deal to them, and they're going to look at all the numbers. Say, this person knows what they're doing. Look at all this amazing stuff. But we did it in 30 seconds. Now, let's go back to after we analyze a report. You can see the score is looking really, really good. We would bump this up. Like to get 100, you have to get more equity and more cash flow. That's what we have. Now, let's now save this as it's now a property that we've analyzed. That was this one right here. Now you can drag and drop these inside the deal. Now, let's say you put in an offer, you would drag and drop this one into active deals that we're actively offering on. So it categorizes them for you. And then now you're able to then click on it and then go back into it, then go back and open up the property. I've analyzed this twice, so that's why there's a second one there. Now, here's the one we're working with. Now, after I bought this property, I now am going to add this to my portfolio. Now you own it now, and then now you're making money from it. We're going to add it to the portfolio. If you go in there, well, let me go back. I'll talk you through it. These three buttons right here, click add to portfolio, and then you add this property, and here is your portfolio. These are your properties that you currently own that are making you money, and I have a complete walkthrough. You should watch the walkthrough as well. Now, if you go into the properties, these are the properties that you own, and you hold all your documents. So I'm not going to go into it. I'm just going to the analyzer right now, but now it's a property inside of your portfolio. If we go back to Deal Analyzer, we scroll down, here's our portfolio. It's now moved into our portfolio. These are the ones that we own. Now let's go into the other analyzers. We have two other ones. The midterm is very, very similar. Just walk through everything. The flip one is another huge addition to Income Builder. And this, wrong paste. I'm going to paste in a different. There we go. Here's the property. So this has more details in here, because if we're going to be flipping it, we need to make sure we do everything right. So purchase price, let's say you're buying for $105,000. And then after repair, let's say after we fix it up, it's worth $185,000. And then rehab, what's our rehab budget? We're going to spend $15,000 to get it fixed up. Acquisition costs, like, are you going to have to pay any realtor fees or wholesaler fees or something like that? Let's say it's $2,000. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there we go. $2,000. There we go. And holding period, 6 months. Let's say holding period 6 months, which is going to cost money. So we put that in there. Let's say we want to bring it down to 4 months. Well, then our return goes up because we're trying to move it faster. And we can see the 70% rule. It meets the 70% rule. It's doing it on the fly. You can see the live analysis right here. You can see the 70% rule. And let's say you just change this to where you're now at 50. Well, you do not meet the 70% rule. But let's go back. There we go. Now, we projected profit $48,000. Now, that's not including taxes, which is totally different. Now, we're going to add in a loan. If we want to add in a loan, we can put in all the information, loan amount. Let's say it's $105,000 because we're getting that plus the rehab and everything like that. And then interest-only loan, hit next. Property taxes. Let's say on average, it's probably going to be $600 a year. And then, we can even click that, estimate what it's going to be for the property taxes but let's just go ahead and put $600 just in case. We'll do that a little bit less than that, $300, because we're only holding it for 4 months. Monthly insurance, let's have it the system estimate it for us. That's great. Monthly utilities, you're going to have the utility on, let's say $150, and then holding costs. You're going to have to pay money for holding costs. Let's just say it's $300 a month, and then click next, and then exit. Are we going to refinance it and do a cash out refinance? We can do that. Put it all of the information so we can calculate the rental. But we're going to sell it. Selling costs 8%. It could be 6%. Let's just go and put 6% for selling the property. Go on to cash flow. This is going to walk you through and review the entire property. Cash flow is if you're going to be doing the BRRRR. But the BRRRR is where you refinance it and you put a tenant in there and you rent it out. But then you can see what your net profit is before taxes, and then you hit save analysis. And this property, then it has a score for you. We have all the criteria. It's absolutely amazing how these are all done for you so fast. And you can always adjust anything. You click on, let's say we click on this, on the right-hand side, this little pencil mark, which is the edit button. And then we can change that. Let's say we buy it, we do a good job negotiating. We buy it for $95,000. Well, it's even better. We make so much more money when we negotiate. I'm not going to get into coaching because I do all that already at Master Passive Income, but I'm walking you through this deal analyzer. Is absolutely insane. So amazing. You see these ones are marked as rentals. This one's marked as a BRRRR or a flip property. And this is going to be how you are going to analyze deals in 30 seconds or less and be able to just completely revolutionize how you analyze properties. And look, you can even say, hey, the seller did not like this one, so I'm going to move it down here. So this is at the bottom. And so maybe they'll come back to me after I put in an offer. But when you have an active deal, let's move it all the way to the top. We're now putting in offers in there so we can categorize these. But this income builder deal analyzer, we got 3 amazing deal analyzers, all a part of this. You get access to all of it with Income Builder. Get signed up right now for your account. This is going to revolutionize how you invest in real estate and how you make money and build income. All right, we'll see you guys.